With the clear benefits of the Roth, should you even bother contributing pre-tax to your 401k or to the traditional IRA? Well, I'll tell you when, that and more coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Early in my career, first few months, I had an opportunity to sit in and observe a client meeting from Kevin Korhorn, the founder of Korhorn Financial Group. And even though I wasn't an advisor and I was, fresh out of school, finance degree from Michigan State University, and sort of working behind the scenes, doing customer service and doing analysis and doing prep, oftentimes, as often as I could, I would sit in on meetings to learn how Kevin taught and also learn from Kevin as well. And this was early in my career, like first couple of months. I started after I graduated in May, and I distinctly remember this being, late summer, early fall. So I didn't know anything, okay? Well, with this client, he was teaching the different tax shelters. He was teaching how the Roth IRA worked. And this was, the Roth came out in mid 90s and it wasn't starting to, being used until the late 90s. And this probably would have been 2003. Maybe 2004. So the Roth wasn't popular. It wasn't clear how it worked. And Kevin was teaching it. And I remember I'm just sitting there taking notes, silent, not talking at all. And I just remember thinking, oh my goodness, this is awful. There's no way he must be teaching this wrong. There's no way that's how this thing works. And it wasn't this curiosity. I remember this panic feeling like, Kevin, you're teaching it wrong. That's not right. That can't be how this thing works. That's how good the Roth IRA is. This idea, the Roth 401k now, this idea that, you don't get a tax deduction on your contributions. You put after-tax money in the Roth, but then all that activity, all the dividends and capital gains, it's all sheltered from tax, but then all of the growth would come out tax-free as long as you've met the 5-year rule and are age 59 and a half. And I remember the couple that he was teaching this to, they were young, they were in their 30s. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, that can't be true. They're going to avoid tax, all the growth for the next 30 years, 40 years until retirement. This money is not going to be taxed. And Kevin was right. And I remember now, fast forward a couple of years, and I would teach the Roth IRA, and I would get a similar response from clients. One in particular, a young entrepreneur, I was teaching the Roth IRA, and this was an option, and this is a way for you to shelter some money and avoid paying tax on these dollars forever. And he said, yeah, that's too good to be true. The tax laws will change. This thing won't stick around. I'm not doing it. And guys, not only has it stuck around, but they have been making a lot more rules to encourage more Roth, sort of the Rothification, if you've heard us talk about that before. So like I said, Roth 401ks are available in almost all 401ks now, many 403bs. They've expanded the contributions. They've lifted the ceiling on being able to do Roth conversions. Used to be if your income was above a certain level, you couldn't even do a Roth conversion. They've removed that. Simple IRAs now are coming out to where they can be Roth. SEP IRAs are able to be Roth now as well. They're even allowing soon your company match to go into the Roth side of your 401k. And then we all know about the new rule where you can shift $529, college dollars, over to a Roth IRA. Lots of stipulations with that as well. But guys, they are making it easier and easier and pushing more and more to the Roth, this thing that is almost too good to be true. They could change the laws at any time, but all the laws, the momentum right now is making the Roth more attractive or more available. And the deal that you're making is clear. The IRS says, we've got a lot of debt, we've got a big deficit, we need your tax dollars, so therefore, contribute to the Roth instead of pre-tax so that we can tax you on that money. And you think, and you believe, hey, because of this mountain of debt and as a country, tax rates are probably going to be higher in the future. Seems like a win-win. That's the deal you're making. So with that being so crystal clear, should you even bother contributing pre-tax anymore to your 401k or to the traditional IRA? Well, This is a quintessential financial planning decision. Most people set it and forget it. They don't realize that you've got to look at all 6 areas of your financial life to see whether it makes sense for you to do pre-tax or Roth. They also don't know, most people also overlook the fact that this could change on a dime very quickly. It could make sense for you to contribute pre-tax, and all of a sudden it now makes sense for you to do Roth, and then vice versa. Well, there are a couple of very clear times where yes, it absolutely still makes sense for you to contribute pre-tax to your 401k or pre-tax to your traditional IRA. The first is if that tax deduction on your contribution qualifies you for other tax credits that you wouldn't otherwise obtain. Here's a very clear example, but there's lots of them. If you get your health insurance through the exchange, through healthcare.gov, then the amount that you pay for your health insurance is dependent upon what your income is. And you state when you sign up at healthcare.gov, you state, this is what I expect my income to be for that year. And the monthly premium that you pay for your insurance is potentially lower because you're getting some advanced premium tax credits. These are tax credits you get on a monthly basis by paying a smaller amount for your health insurance, but then it all gets trued up on your tax return. Well, if on your tax return your income is a little bit higher than what you said it would be, then those tax credits need to be repaid. If your income turns out to be lower than what you said it would be, then you get even more tax credits. Well, during that time period, where you might just even temporarily, because you're in between jobs, or maybe you're doing contract work, or you're trying to get a small business off the ground, something like that, if you're getting your health insurance through the exchange, healthcare.gov, then it could significantly benefit you by having this deduction contributing pre-tax to your 401k or pre-tax to your IRA, because that's a deduction. Makes your income lower, qualifies you for more of these premium tax credits. But that's not all. It could be the retirement savers contribution credit. That's based on your adjusted gross income, and a deductible contribution pre-tax to your 401k or to your IRA brings that adjusted gross income lower and could qualify you for some retirement savers tax credit. Even American Opportunity Tax Credit for any college students or college tuition that you're paying. Oftentimes, tax credits that you could be eligible for are based on your adjusted gross income, and contributing pre-tax to your 401k or pre-tax to your IRA reduces your adjusted gross income and could qualify you for more tax credits. Doing proactive tax planning allows you to see, am I right at the threshold? And if I am, how much do I need to contribute pre-tax to my 401k or to my IRA to get below that threshold? And then I'll do Roth, everything above that. So doing that proactive tax planning with your certified financial planner can help you maximize and optimize the tax credits by doing pre-tax contributions. And then the other clear time when it makes sense to contribute pre-tax to your 401k or pre-tax to your IRA is in a year where you have unusually large income. And wouldn't we all be so lucky? Yes, of course. But if there's a year where you, for whatever reason, get a abnormally large bonus from work, maybe you were on a different project or you're commission basis and you had a record year that will never be matched before or never be matched again, and all of a sudden you're going to see a spike in your income just for that 1 year. If that spike pushes you into a higher tax bracket, then even if you've been doing Roth contributions to your 401k all the way up until then, well, now you're in that next tax bracket. You're in that next highest tier or higher tier, and it may make sense for you to get the deduction on your contribution that year and then go back to Roth in future years. Maybe selling a property, selling a business, having an investment that's not in a tax sheltered that you sold. Now you've got a big capital gain. That could be a reason why all of a sudden you're in you have your income spike in 1 year or really in a concentrated time period, and you're going to want that deduction on your contribution during those times. Those are clearly not the only 2 time periods when it would be better for you to contribute pre-tax to your 401k and to your IRA. There's many more, but you've got to work with your certified financial planner. All else being equal, guys, I love the Roth, but it's not a one-size-fits-all. You've got to do that comprehensive financial planning, doing that tax planning to see, does it make sense for you in any given year to be contributing pre-tax or Roth. So work with your certified financial planner on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.